Hey guys, how you going? Okay guys, here's another one for you from the Hindu. Okay, I don't know how to... Here we go. Well, this is an older article from the 2nd of August, but I did save it to read it out and forgot about it. Sorry guys. 500 kilograms of cocaine on a plane, Australian, PNG, police arrest 5. I don't want to see any coronavirus report. Go away. Okay, 5 men were members of a Melbourne-based criminal syndicate with alleged links to Italian organised crime, the police said. A small plane which crashed shortly after takeoff on a flight from a remote airstrip in Papua New Guinea to Australia last week was overloaded with more than 500 kilograms of cocaine, police said on Saturday. Police from Australia and Papua New Guinea said they had recovered 28 bags of cocaine worth $80 million Australian, 57 million US, I think, and arrested 5 suspected drug traffickers connected to the Cessna, which came down shortly after takeoff from Papalili, north of Port Moresby, on July the 26th. The 5 men were members of a Melbourne-based criminal syndicate with alleged links to Italian organised crimes, the police said, or organised crime. If convicted, all 5 faced life imprisonment. The AFP, Australia Federal Police, alleges greed played a significant part in the syndicate's activities and cannot rule out that the weight of the cocaine had an impact on the plane's ability to take off, the police said in a statement. The plane was found abandoned and empty. The drugs were subsequently recovered at a different location in Papua New Guinea. The Australian pilot presented himself to the Australian consulate in Papua New Guinea after the crash. He has been arrested and charged with an immigration offence. The arrests were a result of an almost 2-year multi-agency operation. With current interstate travel restrictions in place due to this virus, the attempt to import illicit drugs into Australia shows how opportunistic and greedy organised crime can be. AFP Deputy Commissioner of Investigations Ian McCartney said in the statement, media in Papua New Guinea reported... Well, I'm a bit of a pickle, aren't I? I said that all wrong. With current interstate travel restrictions in place due to the virus, the attempt to import illicit drugs into Australia shows how opportunistic and greedy organised crime can be, AFP Deputy Commissioner of Investigations Ian McCartney said in the statement. And media in Papua New Guinea reported, citing the police, that it was the largest drugs haul by value in PNG history. And I have something else for you. It's this here. Just got to zoom in because I'm blind as a bat. The Justice Department unveils proposed Section 230 legislation from September the 23rd, 2020. Just in case you haven't heard, I don't know if anyone's read this or you've heard it yet. Today, on behalf of the Trump administration, the Department of Justice sent draft legislation to Congress to reform Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. The draft legislative text implements reforms that the Department of Justice deemed necessary in its June recommendations and follows a year-long review of the outdated statute. The legislation also executes President Trump's directive from the executive order on preventing online censorship. You hear that, YouTube? For too long, Section 230 has provided a shield for online platforms to operate with impunity, said Attorney General William P. Barr. Ensuring that the internet is a safe, but also vibrant, open and competitive environment is vitally important to America and the rest of the world. We therefore urge Congress to make these necessary reforms to Section 230 and begin to hold online platforms accountable, both when they unlawfully censor speech and when they knowingly facilitate criminal activity online. The Department's proposal is an important step in reforming Section 230 to further its original goal, providing liability protection to encourage good behaviour online, said Deputy Attorney General Jeffrey A. Rosen. The proposal makes clear that when interactive computer services willfully distribute illegal material or moderate content in bad faith, Section 230 should not shield them from the consequences of their actions. The Department of Justice is grateful to all the experts, victims groups, academics, businesses and other stakeholders that have and continue to engage closely with the Department during this process. The draft legislation reflects important and helpful feedback received thus far. The Department is also grateful to our colleagues in Congress for their support on Section 230 reform and looks forward to continued engagement moving forward. The Department of Justice's draft legislation focuses on two areas of reform, both of which are, at minimum, necessary to recalibrate the outdated immunity of Section 230. Promoting transparency and open discourse. First, the draft legislation has a series of reforms to promote transparency and open discourse and ensure that platforms are fairer to the public when removing lawful speech from their services. The current interpretations of Section 230 have enabled online platforms to hide behind the immunity to censor lawful speech in bad faith and is inconsistent with their own terms of service. To remedy this, the Department's legislative proposal revises and clarifies the existing language of Section 230 and replaces vague terms that may be used to shield arbitrary content moderation decisions with more concrete language that gives greater guidance to platforms, users and courts. The legislative proposal also adds language to the definition of information content provider to clarify when platforms should be responsible for speech that they affirmatively and substantively contribute to or modify. Addressing illicit activity online. The second category of amendments is aimed at incentivising platforms to address the growing amount of illicit content online, while preserving the core of Section 230's immunity for defamation claims. Section 230 immunity is meant to incentivise and protect online Good Samaritans. Platforms that purposely solicit and facilitate harmful criminal activity, in effect online Bad Samaritans, should not receive the benefits of this immunity, nor should a platform receive blanket immunity for continuing to host known criminal content on its services, despite repeated pleas from victims to take action. The Department also proposes to more clearly carve out federal civil enforcement actions from Section 230. Although the federal criminal prosecutions have always been outside the scope of Section 230 immunity, online crime is a serious and growing problem, and there is no justification for blocking the federal government from civil enforcement on behalf of American citizens. Finally, the Department proposes carving out certain categories of civil claims that are far outside Section 230's core objective, including offences involving child sexual abuse, terrorism and cyberstalking. These amendments, working together, will be critical first steps in enabling victims to seek redress for the most serious of online crimes. The Justice Department's proposals are available here. And if you saw my previous videos, you would see that I think they've just passed this. So there you go, guys. There's another update for you. Yeah. Okay, guys, that'll be the last one for the night. Before I go, I just wanted to show you, make sure you can see this, that they're no longer being monetised. They say limited, and the last one I had monetised was on the 9th. So there you go. I think I'm going to be defunded shortly. Demonetised, whatever you call it. Damn it, I need a new phone. Anyway, I'll get there. I don't care, because I'm going to do this anyway. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what they do. I'm going to keep going, and I've got another video about to come out before this one. So, okay guys, I hope you have a really good day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you soon. Okay guys. Bye.